everything dies. Now, stupid keys, you stupid fire slug kind of things are freaking just... Oh, you're gonna get it. Double now, stupid freaking... More of these stupid... Just die, 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 die! Keys, I hate you. Die! Get down here, you son of a bitch, you die too! Last but certainly not least, you are dead! I feel better now. Yeah, that was a pretty shameful way to go last time. For the unaware, I lost in this room last time. And now back, ready for action. Stupid spinning tiles that we will do our best to kill before they hit us. As you can see, this room is like one we went in before, near the beginning of the game. I'm not going to bother with a like this time. Instead, we're going to bother with this guy again. Yep, this mini-boss makes a reappearance. Did the fire surprisingly quick there, but no matter. At least the orange flames don't dance around. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about this boss. It's interesting how in the Fire Temple here and in the Dodongo's Cavern, the mini-bosses both make 2 appearances. And pretty much in every other temple, the mini-boss only makes 1. But whatever, 3 times a charm, and he goes down pretty quickly, and our big prize is... a small chest. And the small chest contains... bombs. That's all you're gonna give me. I mean, I don't know what else you would give me right now since we're pretty much done with the temple, but seriously, we needed bombs to kill that stupid mini-boss. And then you give it to us afterwards. Just pointless, I think. You owe me big time, and you'll never pay it back. And you give me no tip, either. Again, I guess at this point I don't really need it. What I do need is this. Is there ever any doubt that it'd be the boss key? I mean, it's in the same chest it's always in, so... Anyway, now that we have it, we'll come out into this main lobby. Avoid the keys once again, because we've got bigger fish to fry. A little worried about going into this with not 3 full hearts, but I think I can manage. From what I remember, the boss isn't necessarily too hard. Yeah, that room we didn't visit, that puzzles me. Saving just in case. I always find myself missing rooms in these temples. Every time I play through it, it's kind of bizarre that way, but whatever. Well, looks like nobody's home. Guess we can just leave. Yeah, I wish. And again, very similar to the boss in Dodongo's Cavern, this boss will have different music, if you didn't already know that. Giant subterranean lava dragon. That's a mouthful. He looks more like a... Okay, that's not a dragon. I'm sorry. I played Magic the Gathering for 10 years. I know what a dragon is. And that is more like a flying serpent lizard thing that can go down with the hit of a hammer. Do a jump attack because I'm awesome. I don't know precisely how much energy this guy has, but as long as you keep hitting it with the hammer, it goes down pretty quickly. Jump attacks. And he's gonna chase me. Go away. You're not a dragon. You need to cut your hair. I could braid that fire hair with how long that is. And I ran into him like an idiot. Jeez, that took a whole entire heart. Okay, yeah, time to be careful, officially. Smack again. And it begs the question, how could a serpent-looking dragon possibly eat Gorons? Is it like an anaconda or something, where it swallows eggs? It doesn't make sense. Maybe it chews up the Gorons? I don't know. Yeah, he's making rocks fall. We gotta avoid these, because if memory serves right, they take away 2 hearts, and that would spell certain doom. I guess they do. I don't feel as bad about getting owned here. Anyways, time to edit, so I'll be right back. Boy, that sure was some fast editing, wasn't it? It's like I saved in thought of me possibly failing at this part. But I never plan ahead. So now that I have 3 full hearts, this should be a lot easier. Not going to cut this out because I just like this animation. You know, I knock on Volvagia for being Volvagia, or whatever. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I knock on it for being not very intimidating, but it's a pretty cool boss. It's got the kick-ass boss music. Again, I'd like to plug in Artificial Fear's music, but I'm not going to put it in this time because I like the original one too. If you haven't checked that out, go check his channel. I'll probably put a link in the description, but also Artificial Fear, it's all one word, that's his channel. Just recently he did a remake of the Light Temple? Is that what it is? The Last Temple. And the song of that temple. Like the song you play on the ocarina to get back there. Very interestingly done. He's great. He really is. But enough ass-kissing. Time to keep killing this thing. Just wait for it to sprout up. It's almost like whack-a-mole. Very slow, singular whack-a-mole with the heaviest hammer you could possibly find. And I don't know how we're supposed to be able to carry this, but we just do, because we're awesome. You'd think we'd need gauntlets, but that doesn't come into play till later in the game. I don't know how we're supposed to realize that he's bringing down these rocks himself, because he clearly barely glazed the ceiling, and his... I don't know. Oh my god, that took out 2 hearts. That landed square on top of me, too. I didn't even try to avoid it, just when I thought I could. It came down right on me. Okay, rocks, stop hitting. Finally, they stop falling. Almost feel bad about not showing his attack animation, but at this point, now I can't risk it. So he takes 4 giant hits with the Mega Hammer to die, as opposed to just 3, which is what it... I was about to say normally is, but that's not even really true. Most bosses in the Zelda universe, you just hit as many times as you can until they die. Especially the Ganondorf fights. Alright, where are you now? Kind of weird how he knows you're gonna... Oh, he almost showed it there. Is this last hit? Awesome sauce. Okay. So he suffers a massive headache from you hitting him so hard, so many times. This happens. And we all lived happily ever after. That was a death very similar to, what was it, Twin Mold in Majora's Mask. When you kill each one, they kind of circle around as many times as they can until they just finally kaput. This cutscene, for whatever reason. You know, if that happened, I'd be pretty panicked. I would immediately run away from Kakariko. And never return to the peaceful town right beneath the active volcano, clearly. Big surprise, except it's really not. There are only 3 times when it happens, but pretty much anybody that you see in the temple that you go into is the sage. Destiny, huh? So when are we gonna have that man-to-man talk? Is it... What would it even be about? We just did everything we ever need to do together. Go have a beer or something? Grab a pint, or maybe some mead, if they have mead in the Zelda universe. I don't know what they drink in terms of alcoholic beverages. So yeah, Fire Medallion, and Darunia blessedly kept his talk scene relatively short. We weren't true brothers before? Well, that's what that whole exchanging of the Goron Ruby in the very first time we met was about. Oh, and thanks for not healing us. You'd think if you could be in the Temple of Sages, or the Chamber of Sages, you could... They'd have, like, fairies on standby or something. But I guess I never get hurt, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, gonna get back out here. Now that we have the Megaton Hammer, no rock will stand in our way, which I always thought was pretty neat. You don't really ever need bombs again, honestly, because you can just go, I like this. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Bam! How can you possibly feel that? We are in an active volcano, and it's really hot. How can you feel the Arctic wind all the way over there from here? That really doesn't make sense. And that was clearly just... Oh, bladder, okay. And that's clearly just the addition of text before you even know what happens. It's fun to break rocks. Very rarely do they have anything interesting under them, like this. And even when you do find something underneath... Yeah, it's the same old story with a melancholy sound. So, time for us to head on out. And unfortunately, I don't think the owl is up here to take us down. Jeez, we have this instead, apparently. The giant Goron, who talks like the Sisters of Stone Death. However, I am better. Skills... Lion... What kind of speech, maybe impediment, would you have that would cause you to talk like that, I wonder? Unless he's just a kooky guy and he does that for the hell of it. Which I guess is not out of the realm of possibility, considering some of the characters we've met in this game. Anyway, yeah, Navi hinted at it pretty much blatantly there, that we need to head to Zora next. Let's see. I think there might be fairies in here. Okay, never mind, hearts. That's what I need. Was it... Shut up. I don't have Romani's, or Epona's song to make you... to milk you. Not like I'm gonna get down there and on my hands and knees and do it myself. This is a children's video game, after all. No child, unless they're raised on a barn, knows how to milk a cow. Don't care about you. That thing hit me. That was stupid. Did the boulder just break upon landing at the bottom of the pathway? That's odd. Oh, and there's an interesting little tidbit I want to show later about coming down at that entrance. If you talk to that guy a couple times, I think it might be, he'll give you a heart piece. So we are going to avoid him, and we're going to avoid Siegfried and Roy over here, who are still having their conversation that will never end. It's been going on for 7 freaking years. And we will press onward. Pretty soon it would be best to remove the Goran tunic, but screw it, red's the best color ever, so I'm not going to take it off. Yay for backwards walking through the water. I don't have a lot to say about this. I could talk about recent events, but I don't know if I want to. I could talk about how awesome the Braves have been doing so far. If I don't have this uploaded in time, how about that first game today, huh? Against the Nationals? What is it? People were saying that the only way it would be perfect for the Braves to come back to first place is if they sweep the Nationals at their own home. All 4 games, with today being a doubleheader, and man, did they come back from behind better than ever last night. And this afternoon was a pretty solid game, too. Hopefully tonight will be better. Not that yesterday was bad, but like even better. Octoroks. One thing I always wonder about Octoroks, why do they always look like they're so frickin' depressed? Like, they got the eyes in a very sad, something or other position is not the right word. A very sad, disposition. I always wonder if they're, like, always sad, or if it's just some weird design thing that happened. So, gee, it sure is a little bit snowy here. I guess this is what that Arctic wind is what Navi was talking about. Well, I'm certainly sure nothing has changed inside Zora's Cavern, right? Oh my god, everything is frozen. Just a little bit different. You'd think being in here with the Goran tunic while it's frozen in sub-zero temperature probably would cause Link to get damage while he's in here with it on, but no such occurrence. And it looks like the king's laziness finally got to him. Oh, I can't see what happened to him at all. Yeah, if you don't know already, the red ice is something that can be unfrozen, but not with just your regular fire. And even if it could be undone with regular fire, we sure don't have any, because we're sure not allowed to get fire arrows. Can't even get to where we could get them yet. That's later in the game. So Jabu up and left. I don't know exactly where he went. He might have died. Let's hope not. He might have migrated. I mean, it was 7 years. He was a giant fish. Probably took him all of 7 years to get away from this damn place. He's so fat. And Octoroks are trying to break my stride. They're not going to slow me down. So yeah, we go this way, and to the giant opening cavern here, and inside is a very annoying place. Ice Cavern. I think we've made enough progress for today, and when we come back next time, we will be in the Sub-Zero Cavern and do all the stuff we need to get in here, and it'll be totally fun and awesome. I'll go ahead and save. Till next time, guys, see you. Did he just have delayed reaction on that sneeze? Huh. Whatever.